This is the $170 Amazfit Active Max, and this is the $80 Amazfit Bip 6. The Active Max has the premium build and advanced features, but the Bip 6 costs less than half. So is the Max really worth more than double the price? I've now spent quite some time with both of these devices, and in this video I'm going to break down the design, display, fitness tracking, and battery life to see where the extra money goes. By the end, you'll know exactly which one you should buy. First up, let's talk price. The Amazfit Active Max comes in at $170. Packing features you would normally find in devices costing way more. The Amazfit Bip 6, on the other hand, is the king of budget-friendly, coming in at about $80. You could literally buy two Bip 6 watches for the price of one Active Max. Moving on to the hardware and build quality. This is where you start to feel the price difference. The Active Max boasts an aluminum alloy frame and a polymer case, giving it a really premium feel on the wrist. It genuinely feels like a more expensive, substantial piece of hardware. It has a classic round design with two physical buttons that have a nice tactile click. The Bip 6, on the other hand, features an aluminum alloy frame, which is fantastic to see at this price, but it has a lighter, less dense feel compared to the Active Max. It goes for that modern rectangular look a lot of people like. While it feels sturdy enough, the Active Max just has that more premium quality. In terms of weight, you can definitely feel the difference initially, but honestly, after wearing either watch for a short while, you get used to it and it disappears on your wrist. For durability, it's a close race. Both watches are rated for 5 ATM water resistance, so for design, it's a matter of preference. Classic round versus modern square. But for how both of these feel on your wrist, the Active Max definitely takes it. Now, let's talk about the displays. This is an area where both watches excel, featuring big, beautiful AMOLED screens with vibrant colors and deep blacks. The main difference really comes down to shape and your personal preference. The Active Max features a large 1.5-inch round display with a super sharp 480 by 480 resolution. It offers that classic traditional watch aesthetic that many people love. Its headline feature is staggering 3000 nit peak brightness, making it incredibly easy to read in direct sunlight. The Bip 6, on the other hand, packs a massive 1.97-inch rectangular screen. This modern, square design is fantastic for displaying more information at once. Reading notifications or checking your stats require less scrolling, which is a big practical advantage. It's also very bright, with an impressive peak of up to 2000 nits. Ultimately, it's a choice between the classic round look of the Active Max and the modern, data-friendly square shape of the Bip 6. Both are large, sharp, and bright enough for any situation. So it really just boils down to which style you prefer on your wrist. When it comes to health and fitness, the features are very comparable. Both have all the basics covered, running on Zepp OS and using a biotracker sensor for 24/7 heart rate, blood oxygen, stress, and sleep tracking. Where they start to differ is the more advanced hardware. The Active Max includes a temperature sensor for skin temperature trends, plus an altimeter and barometer for tracking elevation and atmospheric pressures, features that are missing on Bip 6. One of the main differences is the availability of the biocharge score. The Active Max comes with the biocharge score right out of the box. This isn't just a simple morning readiness number anymore. It's a dynamic score that updates throughout your day based on activity and stress, giving you a real-time look at how prepared your body is to perform. It's far superior to the older readiness score, which is just a static morning metric. Now, things get a bit complicated with the Bip 6. It was supposed to receive the biocharge feature in an update, and I did receive that update. However, even after getting this feature in the latest update, my specific Bip 6 model appears to be incompatible with it, as it's still stuck on the older readiness score. Now, some of you have commented that you have received the biocharge score on the Bip 6, so this is something to be aware of, that some models of Bip 6 might not get the biocharge score. For workouts, both watches are packed with options. The Active Max supports over 170 sports modes, while the Bip 6 is not far behind with an impressive 140 plus. Both also feature automatic strength training detection, and of course, both have the single band GPS built in for tracking your outdoor activities. In terms of software and core features, these watches are very similar. Both run on Zepp OS, so they are smooth and easy to use, and both handle essentials like Bluetooth calls and notifications seamlessly. Both also feature Zepp Flow, a more advanced AI voice assistant, and speech-to-text replies. You can also make and receive calls through the built-in mics and speakers in these watches. The biggest difference in this category, and it's a massive one, is onboard storage. The Amazfit Active Max comes with 4 GB of internal storage. This lets you store music or podcasts directly on the watch for phone-free workouts, and more importantly, download offline maps. On the other hand, Bip 6 gets less than 512 MB user available storage, which is not nearly enough to download apps, watch faces, or even maps. I have struggled to install software updates because of low storage. This, however, can be acceptable for a watch at this price point. which is already providing exceptional value for money. But it's a huge win for the Active Max as it provides the users more breathing room to download stuff on the watch without worrying about the memory every other second. A larger watch often means a larger battery, and that's the case here. To test the battery life, I pushed both the watches to their max capacity, turning on the always on display, running all health and fitness features 24/7 like heart rate, stress, and sleep tracking, and using GPS occasionally. The Amazfit Active Max with its massive 658 mAh battery is a beast. Amazfit claims up to 10 days with the always on display enabled. I landed right in that window, getting 9 to 10 days. The Amazfit Bip 6 with its 340 mAh battery is also a marathon runner. It's rated for up to 6 days of heavy use. And in my testing, with all those features cranked up, I was getting a very solid 6 to 7 days. For a watch with such a large AMOLED screen, this is a fantastic performance. So, if battery life is a top priority, the Active Max has a noticeable edge. However, the Bip 6 still offers excellent battery life that beats most mainstream smartwatches. Ultimately, the choice comes down to your personal needs and priorities. The Active Max justifies its higher price tag with a suite of premium upgrades that, for the right person, are well worth it. You get a bigger battery for marathon performance and 4 GB of onboard storage. These benefits, along with the advanced biocharge score out of the box, means the scale definitely tips in the Active Max's favor. Then there's the design. Do you prefer the classic, substantial round body of the Max, or the modern, lighter square design of the Bip 6? However, if those specific upgrades aren't essential for you, the Amazfit Bip 6 is the smarter buy. It gives you 90% of the features most people will ever need for less than half the price. You still get a gorgeous AMOLED display, built-in GPS, over 140 sports modes, great battery life, and the same Zepp OS ecosystem. For daily walks, gym sessions, and tracking your sleep, the Bip 6 offers unbeatable value. But that's my take on the Amazfit Active Max versus the Bip 6. So that's about it from this video, guys. I hope I've been able to help you make your buying decision. Let me know in the comments below which watch would you choose and why. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, or you can also catch me up on X or Threads. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.